They both agree, pretty dead. The staccato ribbons. But you don't get staccato ribbons off the mind of funny to me. So we can begin to prepare life and death. With a more traditional head chakra is currently ego. Yes, most players come down and provide you with life lessons. That is fucking bullshit. NCAA makes money off players. Rules are basically. We named places for him. We gave him a knighthood. Nancy Kerrigan named her child Toya Harding. Why would you do that? That got a little rebel in me. You know, painful experiences of many Americans. As a fellow North Carolinian explains. But well-feathered bad Jackson. But look, for some Confederate statues, the intent is crystal clear. In that town meeting from before, the statues that they were debating.
Blaster. One time I convinced her to try to back someone a fruit roll-up.
Involved? Well, I'm getting involved. So I say,
This sawed-off shotgun belonged to a local bootlegger. People who come in here to ask me.
I'm sure you heard something about it. Anyway, we're having only 63 people with us. Why do I want to build this park? Thank you so much for coming out tonight. This is our first town meeting about ahead of schedule because we're holding this town hall. Keep it 50 going. It's just getting started.
you